So we wanted to take a few minutes to talk to you about something that's super important to us.
Last week was the start of the vote for marriage equality in Australia. You may be surprised this issue is still up for debate.
We've had marriage equality in Canada for over 12 years now, even before we were out gay men. So it's something that a large proportion of the LGBT community in Canada has never had to worry about or fight for in their lifetime. So it's a privilege that we've never really had to think twice about.
And when we moved there in 2011, we assumed it would be just like home, similar in culture, values, and all liberal freedoms.
But when we found out that gays weren't allowed to get married, and that even in some states, gays aren't even allowed to adopt, I remember that exact moment where your confidence changes. You feel that weight of not feeling accepted, of being different.
And those feelings persist across the LGBT community. There are also mountains of stories of injustice, like when couples are kept separated in hospitals in the final stages of a partner's life.
And for another couple that we had met who had to travel around the world to have a baby through surrogacy, but then in Australia, if the paternal father dies, the child will be taken away from the only remaining parent they have left in the world, simply because their parents weren't able to marry and adopt them, and the list goes on and on.
It's not good enough.
So for years we joined the marriage equality fight with our amazing Australian friends and their families. We joined the rallies, we signed the petitions, we even marched on government conferences with tens of thousands of people.
The country has even consistently polled at a 70% approval rating for marriage equality.
But the Australian government has blocked it at every turn, and even now their best supposed solution is holding a postal plebiscite that, aside from costing hundreds of millions of dollars just to prove something that we all already know, is also not even legally binding.
If it results in a no vote, the government will do nothing. If it's a yes vote, especially if only by a small margin, the government may still choose to do absolutely nothing and just ignore it.
Worse still, a postal plebiscite is designed to notoriously disenfranchise youth under 30. Those who for marriage equality approval is at its highest, but who tend to move houses more often, may be traveling, or may just generally not have a permanent address, drastically increasing the chance of suppression of the yes vote. Enter the no campaigners putting up posters and sending out mailouts claiming that gay couples, instead of loving their children, are much more likely to beat and to rape them. And to anyone dumb enough to believe it, screw you, you ignorant idiots.
So we need everyone's help to get the votes in, because a win for equality is nowhere near guaranteed. Send-outs started last week, and you have to mail them back in by October 27th.
We're overseas, but we've made our arrangements to ensure that our vote gets in. If you're Australian, do not put it off. Get your yes vote in now.
For our friends and family everywhere else, remind your Australian friends that this is really important.
Engage discussion, but most importantly, do anything you can to drive action. This means so much to so many people, and you all have the chance to change their lives and the lives of their children and many families forever for the better.
Good luck to everyone, stay strong, and hopefully we get to attend some surprise weddings next year.
Love you guys.